Welcome to Fallout 76 100 Days Challenge. So, this is a very interesting game to do 100 days on because I don't think I've personally seen it done with Inside Fallout. Um, so the kind of challenge I want to do is, for one, to see how far I get within the 100 days of this challenge. Two, I want to try to get at least three power armor sets. It doesn't matter what kind. I do know I want one of them to definitely be the Hellcat armor that you get from the Brotherhood of Steel. And two, no, three. Sorry, I don't have my script. Three, I want to try to do all of the major boss fights that is player activated inside the game. So those are the three challenges for these 100 days. I'm hoping we can do them within that time frame. It can be a bit of a grind. I do love this game though. It is really good. So along the way, you're going to see me struggle. You're going to see me complain. And you're going to see me do a lot of public events because that gives the most XP. And I'm going to be trying to make friends during this whole process. When the time comes to grind equipment for these boss fights, that way we can actually stand a chance, you guys will see me get angry, probably, because a lot of this equipment and stuff you have to farm with major events. So far, during this playthrough, I haven't had no problem. Real quick, this will be in parts. Fallout's day and night system is extremely long. It's an hour a day. That's an hour in game is a day and a night. So it's extremely long. So this will be in parts. So I will get these parts out as soon as possible, but here's the first 3 days. Right now, I'll let this continue on without me talking anymore, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Beautiful performance.
Good morning, Vault 76.
So to start, I wake up from my beautiful slumber in this chamber we call my bedroom, and I was shocked to see that the preset they gave me was an old man. Look at this. Anyway, I quickly just changed my preset to the one that had a ponytail, because let's be honest, we don't really care about character customization here. But what I did care about was striking a pose, because having good load screen pictures makes us all very, very happy. After all that, I located this Pip-Boy on this wall here, then I slapped that bad boy on, and I was ready to start my adventure into the wasteland, where a bunch of things will probably try to kill me. So after I leave my room, a quest will start that takes me to pick up some essential items that I will need to survive the wasteland, such as water and Red X, stim packs and Radaway, a backpack which will give me plus 10 carry weight, a camp kit which is used for building, we'll need this later, and these glasses which I didn't grab because they don't benefit anything whatsoever. And after all that, we head to the exit to start our adventure in the Appalachian Wasteland. But before that, we're given a prompt where we can choose to either start out as a level 2 or a level 20. Of course, we're going to choose level 2 because it would be cheating if we didn't. We're also given a prompt to choose our first perk. Of course, I'm going to go with Gunslinger because I do plan on prioritizing weapon skills over melee. After that, we finally head out into the big wild world of the Appalachian Wasteland, and with that, we can finally start our journey. I will say, I will be skipping a lot of the dialogue in this game because I've already played through it, and I'm pretty sure none of you want to hear it. So, that being said, I'm just going to skip this and the rest that come. So after we talk to Cogsworth and these two, we finally start heading to Wayward for our first official quest, but we have some local ghouls wanting to welcome me to the neighborhood. Now with them out of the way, we could continue forward. I loot their bodies, and I start heading down the mountain. But, unfortunately, for me at least, those were not the only ones that wanted to welcome me to the neighborhood. Finally, after making my way down the mountain, and almost making it wayward, we got hit with this notification. Uh-oh. Where? Oh, okay, it's in Cranberry Bog. I wish... Hello? Yeah, it's in Cranberry Bog. For those who do not know what this is, well, let's just call it a good old radiated freedom, and the exact reason that we're exploring a wasteland in the first place.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I do want to participate in that though, because Cranberry Bog, the Scorch Queen can give some good loot, and me being early, that can be helpful. On a side note, you do want to try to do these each time they come up, because they can give really good loot, especially early on. But the problem was, well, you'll just have to see. Anyway, nuke zones are the best, because most times when people hit nukes, they either one, trying to take out a enemy player base that they're having problems with, or two, they're trying to activate a boss. These are player activated. You have to hit silos for these, which hopefully we'll be doing later on through the run. After I took care of our ghoulie friends here that wanted to come say hi to me, I started making my way over to Wayward so we can start our first official quest. And we also hit these every time we see them, because players, if they're kind enough, will also put good stuff in them for newbies like myself to take. Eventually, we finally go in, and this guy's causing problems. So, the only best course of action was to, just shoot this guy dead. Just like that. And then we talk to the bartender lady, and then we do other things, like go to the nuke site. We make our way to Cranberry Bog. Realize I gained a level. I don't spend it right now. So I kind of get my bearings here, and then I realized I was kind of a bit away from the actual site. So there was a problem here. And I'm going to explain that problem now, before we go in. So there's certain points you can hit to activate the Scorch Queen boss, which is what we're trying to do now. Well, they decided to hit it directly, which caused a bit of an issue. If you do not hit it directly, you can fight the Scorch Queen in a non-radiated zone. But no, they hit it right on top of her nest instead of off to the side, which, where the problem lies, the whole boss zone's irradiated now. So, as you're getting ready to see, I'm getting ready to die trying to at least get one shot off on the Scorch Queen, because if you get one shot off, you can get the XP and the loot. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the shot. I will let you guys just see it for yourself. But if we can get in, lay one shot in. See that? Yeah. We gotta back way up. Because we are catching rides like crazy. We gotta back way up. We're not gonna pop this again. Fuck. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do it because instead of hitting it down here, they hit it way up here. Which is a terrible spot, because this is probably a friend group. we're gonna respawn right into it. I'm gonna try to get one shot off on her. That way we can gain the XP. Ooh, we might have a mutagen that makes us more tolerant to radiation. That would be nice. Unfortunately, I was wrong here. So when I say mutagen, we're gonna die here from radiation, but we're gonna respawn. Let me explain this real quick. So, in this game, if you have enough radiation exposure, there's a chance that you can get a mutation on you, and they can be a number of different things, such as immune to radiation. You can jump really high. Your damage output's multiplied by like so many points, or you can take so much damage without dying, whatever the case may be. But just unlucky, we couldn't get it. We didn't get the shot off, and they already killed her. And I went for another respawn, but it just wasn't a good idea. So after respawning, I started making my way back to Wayward. I didn't spawn at Wayward. I was pretty close, but I was kind of off. I did go ahead and decide to spend some skill points. I put some in endurance on this one because I wanted to be able to sprint longer, and also got the Doomsday perk. It's not too good of a perk, honestly, but you know, starting out, you know, you got to take what you can get. So I went with that, and I continued forward. As I was making my way back to Wayward, I spotted a player. How are you doing? Hello. I don't know what I took damage from, but hello. How are you? Good. Needless to say, this guy kind of stuck by us for the next 3 days, helped us out a little bit. He gave us a few items that I will share with you shortly, but his name was a clown. Wicked Clown, I think. I can't really read it. I forgot. But his name is Clown, and he was really nice. He didn't have a mic, so he didn't talk, but it was good to make a new friend already. So he definitely helped us during the first 3 days. I don't know if I'll see him again. I really don't. But he was a cool dude. We made our way back to Wayward, and as soon as we got there, Clown had gifts. He gave me some nice stuff. Like the T-51B jetpack? And the ultralight build marine armor limb? And the ultrasight leg? You taught me some power armor blueprints in that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That saves me time.
Well, no. First rounds on names, Dutch.
My first quest led me to Flatwoods, where I would pick up the Overseer's audio log, and then head over to the Responders Terminal to pick up some activities. The first thing it had me do was head over to this river, loot the body, and collect dirty water, but we kind of got distracted with this events going on next door, so we'll be right back to that. So after our little side quest, I went back to the river to collect dirty water, and also collected dirty water from the water pump, and went back to the responder space to analyze the water. That being said, the water obviously carries diseases. After we got done analyzing, I had to go purify the water for the task. So it was drinkable, and so I went and died. I decided it was time to. After that, I went back to the responders terminal to collect another task. So he decided to tag along with me on my basic quests. First, then we went to Old Man Jenkins' house to do a wellness check. The first few quests, but he was already taking the bath when we got there. There's always a chance, but so I went on to cook myself a ribeye steak, but I didn't have any Braham meat, so that was an issue. Which also turned out to be an issue in itself because, well, old Bessie didn't Well, she decided she didn't want me to have any. Which turned out to be fine because Bessie blessed Clown with some, which in turn, Clown blessed me with some. That being said, I cooked me up a nice ribeye steak, and it was delicious. After eating my fill, I went back to the responders terminal to let the responders know that Old Man Jenkins was doing okay, and then I returned to Wayward. After returning to Wayward, I decided to have a nice conversation with one of the bartenders. Then I sat down at base location so I could have a temporary camp, and then me and Clown decided just to chill out right here for the rest of the night until the beginning of day 2. At the beginning of day 2, me and Clown set off to do my next quest over at the airport, which is a pretty far walk away, but Clown makes for good company. Eventually, we finally made it to Morgantown Airport. After a long walk, we make our way inside to start the quest. Once inside, we had to make our way through some lovely people that wanted to invite me and Clown over for dinner. Unfortunately, I feel like they probably wanted me for dinner, so me and Clown did the only rational thing and just pushed our way through, guns a-blazing. After clearing out the remaining scorch, I made my way over to this loot box that had my quest item in it, along with some valuable goodies that I decided to take for myself. After making my way back outside, I decided to level up my skills, since I had 2 points ready to spend because of all the questing, so I decided to put them in 1 in strength and 1 in charisma. We also realized that there was a small event close by, so me and Clown decided to do it so I can get some juicy XP. And this is also where we ran into 2 other players, and oddly enough, one of them was kind of threatening me with baby lotion. I was also complaining that I haven't seen a single major public event, and then this happened. There's a public event! I said it, and it happened!
You're a magician, Harry.
I know!
Heads up, responders. The food processing machines at Mama Dolce.
Obviously, I seem very excited about this, and that's because public events like this give 100% guaranteed treasury notes, which is used to trade in for gold, which you'll need later on for specific power armor once you get to the in-game stage, as well as it drops an abundant amount of legendary armor and weapons, and a holy truckload of scrap, which is used for crafting and building. The task for this specific public event is you need to gather these containers, and there's 3 types, and you need to gather 3 of these types and deposit them, and then once you get them deposited, you can actually start the objective, because it is after you get all of them and get them inside the hopper, the actual challenge starts, and it's just you have to protect the devices that's kind of processing the food. Unfortunately, I was pretty much the only one looking for these, so it took a little longer than expected to find them, but I managed to find them all and get them deposited so we can start these waves of ghouls and basically just grind out for the XP. After completing the event, I gathered my treasury notes and my rewards and decided that I just wanted to continue questing, so that's exactly what we did after I bullied this guy a little bit. As I was making my way towards my next quest, we actually had another major public event come up, so me and Clown decided to go do that instead. As soon as day 3 started, finally made it to my next quest, which was at this research center, which I had to clear of its ghoulish and scorchest infestation. After I got to this terminal, it then prompted me to collect some items. One of those items being, morbidly, Ghoul's Blood. The first item on this list was at Charleston's train yard, which unfortunately had some things there that didn't like me being there too much. Then to get the Ghoul's Blood, I had to go inside this nucleified abandoned home to even get it. And I didn't want to just get it from any ghoul. There was a specific ghoul I wanted to get that likes to glitch out. No, it was not this one. I don't know why this one glitched out. It just did. But you will see. That's a bug. I'm looking for a specific ghoul. To my surprise, out of all the years of playing this game, this is the only goal that, for some odd reason, I'm able to loot when it's glitched like this. I have not been able to loot any other goal. So that's why I preferably like to get it from this one, because I think it's funny. After collecting what I needed to synthesize a cure, I'll explain what the cure is. I make my way back to the lab, install the fuse, and begin synthesizing the blood. And this is for a cure of mutations that you get from radiation, which can be good. If you have a mutation that gives a bunch of negative effects, good for you. You can synthesize and cure yourself of this disease. Other than that, it's pretty pointless. After completing that quest, I had another quest that I've never seen before in all my years of playing this game. To be fair, I took a break for like 2 years. But apparently, I do end up putting this quest on hold because I get lost. But apparently, this quest is to join a faction called the Firebreakers or something. So, after putting that quest on hold, I decided to join this public event, sorry. I'm glad I did. Because there's multiple good things that comes out of every public event, but one specifically, and I was able to snag myself some early power armor. Look at that. set of power armor.
Please stop and approach for identification. Only employees
I do
of
decide
Blackwater
not to
Blood
wear the power armor,
permitted
and
access
mainly
mining
that's
equipment.
because I only have one power cell right now, and I'm not a fan of particularly wasting it since it is my only one. But eventually, hopefully, we'll get a lot more, plus some armor to go along with this to protect us from radiation. So I just enter and I start blasting everything that I see. This bloody should help us. Okay, you get the point. I was blasting things. Anyway, after the event, I decided to head to White Springs Resort to sell some things that I gathered through the events I've done, plus just to kind of restock on ammunition since we was running very critically low. Also, remember this location because it's going to be important later on. After I left White Springs, I decided to join this mutated public event to, well, just really get some more treasury nodes to end off on day 3, because treasury nodes are going to be useful down the road and we will need them. So it's better just to go ahead and get them early. That way we can have a good stockpile. Once the event was done, I decided to head back to White Springs to turn in some treasure nodes for gold and then just mess around with my perks. That being said, this is the end of day 3 and the end of the episode. I promise later on, when more episodes come out, I'm going to try to release one every week. These videos do take a lot of time to edit because there is a lot of footage to go through. Just this episode here was about almost 4 hours of gameplay. And it's a lot to go through. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to show you the next episode, the next few episodes come. I'm going to try to make the days longer. Instead of it being just 3 days, I'm going to try to make it all the way up to 10 each episode. So, that being said, thank you guys for watching. And I hope you guys continue coming with me on this journey through the 100 days of Fallout 76. I haven't really seen other people do 100-day videos on this game. So, it's going to be interesting to see where I end up at the end of the 100 days. And again, thank you guys for watching. You guys are such a good audience. And I will see you in the next one.